What we're talking about first is a tight down block. Okay, a tight down block, right? So we're running here in this example, guys, we're running the counter play to the right. Right? So the running back's aiming at the play side leg of the center. This is GH counter. We're going to pick up and pull the backside guard, and we're going to pick up and pull the backside tight end. Okay, those are our pullers. Okay. So as a play side blocker, I'm responsible for my inside gap or my backside gap here. Okay. The way we teach the counterplay, specifically for the play side tackle, this is a leave two defenders unblocked run. We call it a leave two run. Okay. So for the play side tackle, and this always comes up in this odd front stuff, but here he knows he's responsible for the B gap. The trap puller is responsible for the C gap. Okay. But he knows that he can leave two defenders unblocked. So if the 4-eye stays in the B gap, the two defenders unblocked are the jack and the will linebacker. Okay. But if this 4-eye crosses his face, he can leave that defender unblocked and work to the will linebacker, because now he's left those two defenders unblocked because we have two pullers to clean it up and make it right. It's the way we teach the play side tackle, specifically on the counter play, because it's a two-puller play. Okay. But we're talking about the tight down block. So we talk about tight down blocks and loose down blocks. A tight down block is when I'm down blocking somebody that is aligned on my body. So this guy here, this 4-eye, he is aligned on the inside shoulder pad of Zovan Lindsay. So we're in tight quarters here. It's a tight down block. Now let's talk about blocking leverage on this play. Okay. What we're working to get done here, we want to drive the inside knee through the inside thigh of the defender that's in our gap in a down block. We want to force our nose through his near eye, okay? And we want to take our hands and get into a double under on the jersey numbers, and we want to lift. And we want to stay square, and we're going to be strong with the outside arm. We're not torquing the guy or any of that stuff. This is a vertical down block, okay? And we want to knock the guy off the ball. We have to cover him up. We cannot block on an edge. And I don't know if you guys, in here are pin pull guys or anything like that. We've run some pin pull in the past. There is a distinct difference between a pin block and a down block. And in a down block, we are looking for movement. In a pin block, we are looking to control the defender, right, on the pin pull play. We're not necessarily looking for movement. But here we're looking for movement, right? So Zoe should be left right here. Okay, we're not trying to gain a whole lot of ground, right? But he should be left right here. Okay, we'd like Zoe to lift, right, and stay strong and stay on the outside half of the defender. Okay, do not cross the midline, okay, on this specific play. Okay, this is not bad right here. This is a tough block for a tackle. And tight down block on a 4-eye for a play side tackle is not the easiest block in the world. Okay, that's a nice tough run there by Braden. Okay, this is a great example. This is our right guard here, right? And we're running a power play, and he's down blocking on a 2-eye. Okay, and again, we're trying to gain ground with the left foot, drive the left knee through his crotch, nose to the near eye. This is great by Anthony. Hairline on chin, at minimum face mask to face mask in terms of vertical blocking leverage. And then you can see Anthony, elbows tight, thumbs out, double under. And then you can see Ant lift, and he is strong with the right hand. This is a really good job by Anthony here. Okay, on the tight down block, on the 2-eye. And that's a really, really, really good job. We're building a vertical wall here, and this is outstanding. Okay, by Anthony here on the tight down block. All right, so we're getting to see this here, right, on a tight down block. Right, so we're drilling a tight down block. This is an offensive tackle. Again, we are putting the inside foot. We've got 5x5 boxes here in our pit O-line area. Okay, here at Coastal. Okay, so 5-yard by 5-yard boxes. Okay. And we want to work off of these vertical lines, right? So you can see Joe, this is a right tackle, tight down block on a 4-eye. We don't want to be long with our feet, right? Because this block's going to take place quickly, and we never want to be a one-legged blocker. But you can see Joe driving the left knee through his crotch, or excuse me, through his inside thigh. Nose to his near eye, cover him up, hands on the jersey numbers, face mask to face mask at minimum, double underfit, and lift. Strong with the right hand, right, by Joseph Hansen. And it's a good job in a drill. Okay, so that's tight down block. Heavy on the inside shoulder pad. Okay, now a loose down block. Okay, this is a defender. Right, we're running the counter play to the right. Again, this is GH counter. Trap pull, skip pull. Okay. Now Donovan, the right guard, he's still responsible for his inside gap. Zovan's still a leave 2 down blocker. Okay. There's 1, there's 2. 1 being the end, 2 being the linebacker. Okay. Well, this body is loose. Well, we want to stay square on gap schemes, and we never want to step backwards with our inside foot. Okay, oftentimes I'm okay with losing a little ground on a base cutoff block on the inside zone, but we never want to lose ground with the inside foot because we don't want to get in the trap puller's way. Okay, so Donovan is working gallop technique, okay, on a loose down block, gallop technique, so he can work to stay square. Still working in an attempt to cover him up. Drive the left knee high through his inside thigh, nose to the near eye, double underfit and lift on the jersey number, strong with the right hand. Right? And this is a really good job by Donovan here. Right? But we're not stepping back so he can pull into the line, right, at left guard. Okay, this is tough. Now, we would like for the center. He's got a shade nose and he's back blocking on a 3 technique. We would like for the center, as he's working left, right, left gallop, flat gallop back, to throw a right hand to the near jersey number of the nose. Snap the ball, throw a right hand to the near jersey number of the nose to help the right guard out on the loose down. Okay? But we don't get it done. Donovan does a good job. You get him trapped and kicked out. And this is a good job. You can see the back getting on the inside hip of the second puller. Right? And now we're phased correctly. Ball's not going to go in the A gap. There's a body in there. But the ball is going to go through the B gap here based on what happens. Right? And this is a nice job. Okay, here. Right? Will we pick up and pull the center versus a backside 3? We don't do it on GH counter because we have a backside tackle to help the center on the back block. We will do it on GT counter. If we were running the GT, we would pick up and pull the center. We would base block the guard, and we would pick up and pull the tackle because the center's got no backside help on the GT play. So we handle the backside a little bit differently versus a backside 2 or 3 technique. A 2 we treat a 2 like a 3 technique on the play. Right, but you can see the loose down block by Donovan, and that's a nice job by him on the play.